Hi, I'm Logan. Some of you know that, some of you don't. I figured now I should just I've been watching YouTube and I watched so many videos on people coming out or telling how they realized that they were gay and how everyone around them treated them and pretty much telling their story. So I guess I figured I could tell my story and I don't know. Uh, I guess I realized I was different when I was about 12. I mean, I had a lot of friends, and most of them were guys. I didn't really have female friends. I didn't want to be around them. I knew that I was more like one of the boys, jeans, high tops, hats, just I wasn't girly like a lot of the people that I hung out with. I guess I identified myself as a tomboy at the time. And as I got older, I started to feel things that I shouldn't, well, that I thought that I shouldn't. Like, with when I'd see a girl, I would think, wow, she's really cute, and it wasn't supposed to be right to me. It was weird, and I wasn't supposed to feel that way because, I mean, she was a girl. I was a girl. It's not right. And if I saw a guy, I would be like, oh, he seems kind of cool. Like, I would hang out with him. I bet he'd make a good friend. But I never actually, thought of having a boyfriend or, dating guys. I was always, girl this, girl that. And I didn't know what was wrong. I mean, I was just like, well, I guess it's kind of normal because I'm thinking this way, and I wouldn't be thinking this way if it wasn't normal. But as I got older, I started dating and I wasn't going to date a girl because that wasn't right. So I would have boyfriends. I went through boyfriend after boyfriend after boyfriend, and just there was nothing there. There was no feeling, no emotion, nothing. It was just me and him. It was like having a best friend, no hand holding, no kissing, just consider yourself dating and it's good. But I knew when I was dating them that I didn't want to be with them. I knew that I wanted to be with a girl. I didn't want to be with them. I got my first girlfriend at about 14, and it was completely different because I had dated so many guys and it didn't feel right. But when I got my first girlfriend, it was totally different. It felt right. I could hold her hand, and I mean, I was only 14, so I wasn't out to anybody. So of course, it was in my bedroom, or if we were riding the bus, it was behind my backpack. You know what little kids do. And it just, I don't know, it felt right. It felt like something that it felt normal to me. And my first kiss was actually a girl. And I figured, I mean, I liked it. It was good. And I figured, it's only fair that since I've kissed a girl, I should kiss a guy to see how it feels. Well, I ended up kissing a guy, and I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy the feeling of kissing a boy. And so I knew that, there was something different about me, and I knew I liked girls. And I started watching videos on, transgender, people that are confused, and, girls that are supposed to be, or girls that feel like they're guys trapped in a girl's body and everything. And I thought, maybe that's what I am. Maybe I'm transgender. And so I watched it more, and the more I watched it, the harder I tried to be transgender. And I knew that wasn't me. I wasn't transgender. I was a girl. I liked being a girl, and I knew I was a girl. And so I was just really confused. And then this TV show called South of Nowhere. Actually, it was on the N, and I was about 14, and I used to watch it all the time. And Ashley was like my first celebrity crush. Her name is Mandy Musgrave, but she played Ashley. She was gorgeous. Like, I mean, I thought I fell in love. And she actually helped me realize that I wasn't transgender and I wasn't sick and there was nothing wrong with me. I was gay. I liked girls. I was a girl who liked girls. I was gay. That was it. There was nothing more to it. And I was terrified to tell my mom because my mom grew up in a Catholic home. Like, I mean, grandma was grandma. But I didn't want to tell my mom. And my dad was constantly saying stuff about gay people, you know, fag, queer, you know, just hurtful stuff. And I thought that if I came out and told them that they wouldn't think of me the same way. So I went from when I was 14 all the way up until I was 18, and I didn't tell them. It was just, I couldn't figure out the courage to tell them because I thought my mom would freak out and not love me anymore, and I thought the same thing for my dad. The first person that I ever told I was gay was my little brother. My little brother is 6 years younger than me. He knows nothing about it, but I needed to tell somebody. I knew I needed to tell someone. And, you know, I knew he would love me either way because I'm his older sister. Like, him and I are related, and he's too young to understand what's going on, so there's no way he can't still love me. It's just, so it seemed the easiest. I told him, and he was like, okay, he didn't know what was going on still. And I was like, I just want you to know that being gay doesn't make you a bad person. And he goes, okay, just typical little brother response. He was about 7 when I came out to him. And once I turned 18, I was like, well, I guess it's time. I had been dating this girl for a long time. I started dating her when I was in 8th grade, and I dated her all the way up until my senior year, and my mom had not known about it. I didn't tell her. Well, I assumed she didn't know about it because I hadn't told her. And me and this girl were in the car, and I was with my mom, and we were heading to Walmart. And mom and I were in this really heated argument, and I was just like, you know what? There's never going to be a right time to tell her this. I'm going to have to tell her it eventually. It's not going to be easy no matter when I tell her. I'm just going to tell her. Well, in the middle of the argument, I pretty much stopped her and I was like, Mom, listen to me. I'm going to tell you something, and I hope it doesn't change the way you feel about me. I hope you still love me and accept me as your child. I was like, I'm gay. And she goes, I know. And I was like, yeah, and I'm dating her. And she goes, I know. And I was like, yeah, I have been dating her for about 3 years now. And she goes, I know. And I was like, well, if you knew, then why did you lead me on? Why did you make me think you didn't know? Why didn't you just confront me about it? And she was like, well, I guess I was just waiting for you to be ready. And I mean, she had her suspicions. She had called me out a couple times, but I told her no. I lied to her because I wasn't ready. I didn't feel like it was my turn to come out yet, and I had been pretty much forced out before because someone who I thought was my friend called my mom and told her that I was gay and told her that I was doing drugs. And my mom threw a fit, called me out on shit and all this other stuff and just flipped a lid. And I reassured her that I wasn't gay, and I reassured her that I wasn't doing drugs. The gay part was a lie, but I wasn't doing drugs. And ever since I came out to my mom first, and I was scared to come out to my dad. I didn't know how to come out to my dad because, what's one of the scariest things a dad can deal with is like having a kid that's different, you know. They want their kids to be like all-star, you know, and just dads want tough kids. So I didn't know how to come out to my dad, and so I asked my mom to do it for me. I was just like, "Can you please tell my dad, because I don't want to tell him." So she told him, and it was awkward for a little while. I mean, like, it was kind of quiet about it. We were a little hush about it. And he didn't really say anything to me. And at first my mom was kind of weird about it, you know, like with the whole girls being around thing. It was sort of awkward at first, but I mean that lasted like a week. And now my parents are really cool, and I mean I'm single and all this happy crap, but like it felt like I had gotten this huge burden off of my chest when I came out to my parents. Like, I don't know, cuz it felt difficult to lie to them. You know, I had to watch where I stepped. I couldn't do certain things because I was afraid that it would make me seem gay. And when I came out to them, it was like the weight of the world just lifted off of my shoulders. And now my mom cracks jokes at me all the time. You know, a cute girl walks in front of me. She's like, "Hey, look at that." Or like, you know, just something funny. And I mean, it's it's nice. It's nice to have parents that love you for you and don't try to change you. And I know there's kids coming out, tell their parents they're gay by whatever, you know, trans, and their parents kick them out of the house. I mean, I was lucky with my coming out story because my parents aren't like that, but some people aren't lucky like that. And I mean, from my mom and dad's backgrounds, you know, my dad being military and my mom being Catholic, and you know, it was nice that even with those backgrounds, I still can be myself around them and I don't have them like breathing down my neck and everything. And just about every day they let me know that they're still proud of me and all that other stuff. So, I mean, I just thought that maybe I could share my coming out story with you because I was inspired by all of the coming out stories I saw on YouTube and on Tumblr. I have Tumblr. I have YouTube account. I mean, I just have all that stuff. And if you are wondering why I keep looking around, it is because I am outside in my car because my brother and my dad are home and they are loud as hell in the house right now. So I am actually chilling in my car. I'm freezing my ass off. So I am actually going to get off. Like, look at that. The window's fogging. So I'm going to sign off and go warm up in the house. Thank you for watching.